So you have one of these ugly mofos sitting in your yard with a blown up 2.7 or 3.5 liter V6. Let me help you with that. First things first, let's talk about the engine. Now, you have multiple options to choose from. If your budget isn't so high, then you can find a 5.7 anywhere for about $3,000 to $4,000 with low mileage. But the 6.4 liter Hemi will be your best bet. It's a good middle ground between the 5.7 Hemi and the 6.2 liter Hellcats. Plus, you can find these dropouts all day on eBay for with low mileage, of course, for around $7,000, maybe $9,000. After you secure the BCM and the TCM, which is going to control your electronics and your transmission and stuff like that, you need to focus on finding the 309 LSD differential and Brembo brakes, along with a Scat Pack Charger drive shaft. The same thing goes for the Hellcat engine, except this a little more involved, and you're going to need the 8HP 90 instead of that 8HP 70. Furthermore, if you're trying to use the 392, try to find a BGE block. Now, this BGE 392 came in all of the 2018 and up Scat Packs, 392 Durangos, and all of that. Now, that block is made out of a stronger casting, meaning like when you go with forged internals and stuff like that, you don't have to worry about adding 15 to 20 pounds and blowing that block to smithereens. Is the big block better than the LS engines? Let me explain it. You see, the big blocks provided diesel torque in a gas engine configuration, with the downside of this thing being heavier than a party bus full of strippers. This is a 700-pound engine. I don't care if you bore and stroke this engine to 496 and throw a blower on it. That's just added weight. Plus that blower, that's maybe 750, 760-pound engine and all. This is not a light engine. So people ran into a predicament. On the other hand, I want diesel torque. On the other hand, I want that small block high RPM. So what do? You either build a 383 or you go get a 400 small block with splayed mains and you spray some dope in it. Then came 1997 and GM debuted their LS1, which was a whole 300 pounds lighter, 350 pounds lighter than a 454 big block of the last generation. You see, at first, nobody really cared for the LS1, the LS in general. Nobody cared for it until they started tearing it apart and realizing, oh, you know what? This motherfucker's stronger. You know what? Hey, let's throw a turbo on it and see what happened. Big blocks began to fade out because now you don't have to spend 10 grand on a fully built 454 or 496 big block. You don't have to do that. For the same price that you build a 454 big block for, a 496 stroker for, that's the LS3 with a cam, maybe ported heads and some valve springs. An LS engine wins in affordability. But as far as raw power, raw torque, because torque wins races, not horsepower, the 454 wins every time. A top-end kit on a damn 454 and you got 600, damn near 650 horsepower naturally aspirated. You can't do that with an LS without having to do a board like Whipple. Y'all cutting up. Y'all cutting the shine. Bro, y'all not even selling superchargers anymore. Y'all selling Thanos and Halo. This is an 8.3 liter Whipple for big block marine applications, meaning power boats and drag boats and shit like that. That's the only thing I could possibly think of. You'll need a 8.3 liter Whipple. Bro, this is a whole Dodge Viper, a Gen 3 Viper worth of supercharger. Bro, seriously, you bolt this bitch on, you got 1,000 more horsepower immediately. And no, before your hard-headed ass even acts, no, you cannot put this on a stock 5.3, a stock LQ4, and an LQ9. You're not going to do it. You'll throw more rod than an elderly man at a sleepover full of nymphos. Bro, this supercharger's so big, it don't even whine. It sound like Rance Allen. I don't know. This supercharger's so big. Bro, this supercharger's so damn big, it don't even whine no more. It just sounds like Rance Allen. Something around the name. I don't care how you feel. The Mazda Miata can't solve all of your... Okay, let me take that back. The Mazda Miata definitely can solve all of your problems with the right engine setup. You see, the Mazda Miata is Japan's Fox body. Is it fast? Hell no. Will it take this thing 100 years to go 0 to 60? Absolutely. Is it lighter than a Wall Street banker's pockets after a divorce? Yeah. This is the bro, I don't know how else to put this. Like, this thing is literally the Las Vegas hooker of cars. Like, it's seen everything. Diesels, Hellcats, Whipple LS3s, 4 rotors, 3 rotors, Honda engines, fucking Ecotechs from Chevy Cruisers and things like that. There's even a Coyote swap for this. Somebody shoved a Coyote in between the legs of a Miata. But out of all of that, this thing is fun as is. It's all about the driving experience. It's not about having 1,000 horsepower or throwing as much horsepower as you can in this vehicle.